welcome to the TSB Arena here in downtown Wellington, where the Pulse have comprehensively beaten the Stars 68-42. And Irene, talk about make a statement before the finals.
The Pulse have literally put the foot down, and they have literally built every quarter they've played. Tonight they have pretty much nearly put out a 60-minute performance.
Yeah, and lots of changes as well. The thing that impressed me most at the beginning of the game was the Pulse shooters. They had great rotation, they had great accuracy in there, and they got Matura on there, and she was outstanding when she came on too.
They started off really strong, and it showed. They built in confidence as the game went on, regardless of what combination they put out there with Dunn and Ikanasio, Maturo, Dunn. It didn't matter which combination they put in, everything worked, and they work for one another. And, they just played really, really solid netball.
They did, and someone who led from the front, and she was just simply outstanding, was Katrina Rore in at goal defence. She got a rest actually for the last quarter, but man, when she was on the court, talk about outstanding. 5 intercepts to her name, and she just led the way, as we said.
She was captain fantastic. You just saw there that she actually fed the shooters as well. So she attacks right up until the transverse line. She was a menace. Her timing going into the circle, working so well with Fitzpatrick, and just built the pressure right till the end.
Yeah, and it was that pressure that they were missing the week before against the Steel. Well, the Stars, there were some shining lights for them, and Maya Wilson in at goal shoot was definitely, for me, their standout player. She was just really strong in there. She was their rock in terms of her ability to shoot the most attempts, and when that space was created by the goal attacks, it worked really well for them.
I just really want more ball to get into her, and I really want them to get the one-on-one situation, because she is so strong and she is so talented. You really want to showcase what she has to offer. She played really well with Halpini and Hodges, and she literally kept the Stars in the game.
Yeah, well, the Stars, they've got a lot to work on, don't they? They've had really big losses to the Pulse and Steel, and going into the finals, that doesn't give you much confidence, does it?
Well, at the moment, they do have a lot to work on. If you look at our number 1 and 2, who are at the moment light years ahead of the rest of the pack, the Stars has to just work incredibly hard for the next 2 weeks leading into the finals.
Well, let's have a look at these stats and how they break down a massive amount of attempts to the Pulse, 80-63. It was the intercepts they had more of, the deflections they had more of, and they were a lot cleaner in that turnover area as well, Irene.
And ultimately, it's going to come down to the goal percentages. If you look at 67% shooting for the Stars versus the 85% shooting stats for the Pulse, it says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah, and the shooting, this is your area of expertise, Irene. What do you make of all of these?
If you look at Ikanasio, Dunn, they have literally shared the load, so the defenders don't know who to cover. So they literally work for one another. Maturo came up as strong as anything. Maya Wilson, as we said, she was the rock for the Stars. And you really want Halpini and Hodges just to really take part in the game and pull the defenders off Wilson so she can shine.
Yeah, and they were definitely like one pace, weren't they, those goal attacks? So something that they can work on. Well, that is us from the TSB Arena in Wellington. The Pulse, they were comprehensive. They have beaten the Stars 68-42. Stay tuned to Sky Sport for all your netball action.